Hello out there, welcome to your favorite program, Portgist and Event on TV. Portgist and Event on TV is your weekly program where we give you gist as it comes our way in the maritime industry, aviation sector as well as our land border. On today's episode of Portgist and Event on TV, the Nigerian Customs Service recently held a 2-day workshop on the proposed single window program. Now Comet Group celebrates end of the year 2012 party as it awards staff on meritorious service. Joint Council of Seaport Truckers, JACOST, held annual general meeting AGM. Maritime Industry Advocacy Initiative, an NGO, in conjunction with Portgist and Event on TV, will have a post-public hearing on the Custom and Excise Management Amendment Bill tomorrow, 20th December 2012. These and many more. My name is Afani Tokara de Collins. Stay tuned.
Oh yes, this is Stars Maritime Academy, our foremost private maritime institute running courses in marine engineering, marine electrical, nautical science, as well as shipping management. Our auxiliary courses are workshop technology for 3 months, mandatory course for 1 to 2 months, ship familiarization for 3 months, as well as sea training for 3 months. At Stars Maritime Academy, we groom future professionals in maritime operations with our mechanical workshop, electronics workshop, welding and fabrication workshop, updated library, computer room, sick bay, conference hall, chat room, spacious parade ground, as well as serene environment on over 7 acres of land. Admission is on now into Voyage 1, Voyage 2 and 3, as well as Voyage 4. For further inquiries, contact the registrar, Stars Maritime Academy, along Ayobo Road, Itilogun State. Telephone 005-621-2451, 006-150-9740, or 01730-0463, or 01891-3549. You can visit our website on www.starsmaritime.com or email us on info@starsmaritime.com. Stars Maritime Academy, a rising star in maritime professionalism.
The Modernization and Research Department of the Nigerian Customs Service is working tirelessly to ensure that the trading community in Nigeria becomes a one-stop shop. Hence, the issue of single window project has become an issue in the maritime industry in the last few months. Precisely 5 months ago, we told you how Nigerian Customs Service actually proposed the single window initiative for the maritime industry. The Controller General of Customs, in conjunction with a consulting firm, has actually been working on to make sure that this single window becomes a realizable in the maritime industry. These are various complaints by the licensed custom agents and freight forwarders on the modus operandi, particularly the time it takes to clear cargoes from a seaport or to export any cargo out of Nigerian seaport. The Modernization Department and Research is actually headed by Assistant Controller General Iya Abubakar. He spoke on the synergy the Nigerian Customs Service has formed with other stakeholders in the industry.
The journey of 1,000 miles starts with one thing. Over the past few months, the ICT unit of the Nigerian Customs Service has matured in its vision of modernization. We, as a unit, have accepted the responsibility of creating the best national single window for Nigeria. Alongside our technical partners, my office have carried out intricate business process analysis of federal agencies. We have assessed the ICT readiness of public and private sector stakeholders in order to bring them in sync with our modernization goal. We have structured the legal framework and deliberated on the benefit single window project. I have met a lot of heads of units of various organizations who our discussions and the various forums where they met with our single window team, most of them have had a change of mind towards the Nigerian vision. The aim of the feasibility study stage of the implementation of the national single window for Nigeria throws down a marker to indicate that the Nigerian Customs Service is ready to modernize, complemented by the change management program We in the ICT unit will continue to drive this modernization in collaboration with our partner stakeholders. Our achievements, and as will be noted later, were basically as a result of the synergy and the cooperation and collaboration that we have with all of you here. Maybe some that are not here. So the credit does not only go to us, but it goes to all of us seated here.
That was Assistant Controller General Iyavokar, SCG in charge of ICT Nigerian Customs Service. Representing the Controller General of Customs is DCG Ate, who said that the World Customs Organization and the UNO has defined trade facilitation as a key point in the area of single window operations. Hence, it becomes imperative for every trading community, particularly countries, to ensure that they have a one-stop shop.
UN describes it as a facility that allows processes involved in trade and transport to lodge standardized information and documents with a single entry point to fulfill all import, exports, and transit-related regulatory requirements. The WCO sees it as a cross-border intelligence facility that allows parties involved in trade and transport lodge standardized information, mainly electronic, with a single point to fulfill all import, exports, and transit-related regulatory requirements. The official word regarding this, the comment denominator here is standardization of documents and lodgement of as a single entry point. Standardization and single portal is the hallmark of trade facilitation, which translates to economic growth of countries. Based on the above, therefore, the NCS has, over the past 1 year, gone outside the shores to understand what is prevalent in countries that has achieved best practices in the international trade chain. Our conclusion was that we must collaborate with all stakeholders to embark on the Nigerian single window to engender integrity and swift and unequivocal clearance of goods at our ports and border stations.
Talking about the single window operations workability in Nigeria, it needs a legal framework vis-a-vis the fact that we now have an e-commerce situation and the fact that Customs Excise Management Act needs to be reviewed, and that integrity is a watchword in the issue of one-stop shop of this single window. Speaking on the legal framework was Jimmy Peters, who spoke extensively on the fact that there are many laws that operate in the maritime industry which need to be reviewed for it to meet international standards.
As I say, once money is involved, there will always be disputes. Now, you will court, you seek mediation, you seek arbitration. We've suggested that arbitration is such a well-developed body of dispute resolution in Nigeria that is something that we should adopt for the single window environment. And as I said, of course there may be criminality in every situation, and the normal agencies will deal with that. In terms of electronic archiving, it's not a fully developed issue, both locally and internationally. Yes, we all know that physical documents must be kept in a certain way and for a certain amount of time. What happens if it's just a bunch of files on a computer? The law and the practice and principles around this are not fully developed, but the increasing trend and the suggestions and best practice would suggest that we should try to keep as close as possible to what would happen with real documents and keep the document in as close to the original form as possible for as long as possible, but certainly no less for a time than your agreement stipulates or as we would suggest, statute of limitations suggests, so that if there is a dispute, there is something that you can use to settle your issues. The question of intellectual property is also very important on two levels. First of all, single window would throw a vast database of transactions, of people, of things which have been imported. And all of that information is created and forms something important in itself. And that is, and the amount of work that has gone into creating that database is something that needs to be protected, because a lot of money, a lot of energy, a lot of time, a lot of effort has gone into creating it. And it is recognized across the world that where all of that type of energy has gone into creating something new, even if you draw it from different places, then it is something that should be protected by the person that has made that effort. The question of the single window platform also is important in terms of intellectual property, because so many countries have attempted to establish their own single window. One must be careful not to simply cut and paste, do what somebody else has done, and then be accused of plagiarizing, breach of copyright, and so on and so forth. So that is something that we thought about and which we are also advising on. And just a couple of small points. The whole point of single window is trade facilitation. But then in establishing a single window platform, what you've done is you've established an entity where many, if not all, or most people are going to use. So you need to make sure that you're careful that in trying to promote trade facilitation, that you are now doing something which is in breach of competition laws. Yes, we have some very basic, or should I say rudimentary competition.
Ananka on the march again. Ananka on the march again. Looking for a good leader. A performer and dynamic leader. Parinto, it's our mano. Parinto, it's our mano. Hey! Foresight, accomplishment, resolve, integrity, noble ideas, trustworthiness, and an obligation to serve. That is our man, Kayode Collins Farinto K4. It is time to re-elect a performer and a dynamic leader. Re-elect K4 as chairman, Tinker Island Post chapter of Analka. Let's do it again. Farinto, it's our mano. Farinto, it's our mano.
The workshop, which was held at Rockview Hotel in Apapa, had in attendance virtually all the controller of customs working under Zone A in Lagos, where the controller in charge of Muritala Mohammed International Airport, Controller Epo ADK, spoke on the importance of single window to the economy of Nigeria. He was actually supported by the president of the Association of Nigerian Licensed Customs Agent, Prince Olai Oleshitu.
Of course, it will go a long way to affect Nigeria, because time, they say time is money. Or the time it will take an importer and agent to move from one office to another, one agency to another agency, or maybe one agency is in Yaba, maybe the next one is in Ikoyi, then maybe the next one is in Ikoyi. And so instead of going to Yaba, Ikorodu, all of these places, just go to one place, one shop. Go there, get everything you want, one-stop shop. That is, everybody can access through one portal. And what does that mean? It means things are much better. Time is saved, money is saved, resources are saved, and to me, problems, particularly in this place where there's a lot of transport difficulties, blow up here and there, telephone, you call somebody before you talk a minute, it's gone, it's dropped, like that. But the single window, one shop, you get everything straight on the one place. It's better. It makes life easier, better, a lot more comfortable. Don't you think so?
Definitely meant primarily to affect us, because when the primary concern as licensed custom agents, we are the immediate partners in the process of custom documentation, etc. We are part of the single window. We have been back the single window, and we are working to build up the success of single window.
How relevant is the new declaration of the success of single window?
Oh, of course, and it's going to encourage the new declaration. Part of the major problem we have is non-compliance. Yes, compliance is increasing a little bit, you know. But like what we met before, it's not about 70%. But compliance is very, very essential. The single window is going to make sure that people comply, and we are ready to go along with it. Bless you.
The Purpose Consortium that specializes in container handling, import and export duties, underwater engineering services, as well as other engineering services with subsidiaries, Comet Shipping Agencies Nigeria Limited, Nigeria American Line Limited, Texas Planteria Company Limited, Dynalec Limited, Best Trade Nigeria Limited, as well as 5-Star Logistics Limited, a special purpose vehicle terminal operator of the roll-on roll-off terminal at the Tinkan Island Port in Lagos, Nigeria, with over 19 hectares land area terminal, 6,000 square meter warehouse facility, computerized billing system, efficient and dynamic staff, high-tech stevedoring services, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, adequate gating system, and recently commissioning of a new gate, round-the-clock on-duty security patrol, provision of a special center for examination of all vehicles by Nigerian customs and the consignees, all to facilitate cargo clearance with less stress, faster time, and adequate security. No wonder over 50% of vehicles coming into Nigeria prefer to come in through 5-Star Logistics, Ro-Ro Container Terminal, Tinkan Island Port, Lagos, Nigeria. 5-Star Logistics, we're not just better, we are the best.
The world has indeed become a commercial global village. Nigeria, the West Coast and South Africa have become every shipper's destinations of delight. To meet this growing need, we present the CFAX Group of Companies, a maritime one-stop shop with subsidiaries on the West Coast, London and Texas, USA. With our well-trained and courteous staff, high-tech cranes, stevedoring services, haulage trucks with mileage across Nigeria and abroad, and our utility bonded terminals, we are indeed Nigeria's leading cargo handlers. CFAX Group of Companies, our team work with innovation.
From Portgist and even on TV, we want to advise the management team of Nigerian Customs Service to ensure that the legal framework for this single window to be in operation is actually in place before kickstarting the single window operation, in view of the fact that it's going to actually help the trading community to have a one-stop shop, particularly licensed customs agent and freight forwarder. Is going to reduce the number of periods that they use in clearing cargo from seaport. Now Comet Group is a shipping conglomerate in the maritime industry which has among its subsidiaries 5-Star Logistics and many other subsidiaries. Has its annual end of the year meeting recently and long service award for some of the staffs who have actually put in over 25 to 30 years in the service of the group. Speaking during the occasion is the managing director of Now Comet Group, Captain Korodano. Captain Korodano appreciates the activities of various staffs in the group to ensure that Now Comet Group is a success. He said that despite the economic meltdown in the country, that the group has not actually rationalized its staff.
In 2011 to 12, you may recollect during the endowment part of 2011, I was so much enthusiastic, I put a lot of emphasis to say our group has done very, very, very well. This year, I still say our group has done well, and I thank all of you for this. However, no matter what our performance could be, there are adverse economic conditions in the country which unfortunately affect our results. We are not looking at the results on the profit side. Our main priority, as the chairman so well pointed out, is the welfare of our staff and managers. Therefore, the priority is to keep the present workforce and not to let any of our good workers go because of the adverse economic conditions. So we are very happy and to tell you that up to now, the Comet Group didn't send anybody away on account of adverse economic conditions. So coming on the performance, when we this is affecting economic conditions when in October we were bracing for another yet port congestion. All of a sudden we saw a very big drop in cargo volume. And we believe the reason is, for the first time, the globalization is starting to affect the Nigerian economy as well. So far we were lucky. We were better than in Europe. We were less affected, but now this globalization is coming to us. So we must be prepared to work even harder. The management is looking for ways to increase and diversify the activity to maintain the present workforce.
While presenting the award of long service and meritorious award to the recipient, the chairman of the group, Chief Barrister Musa Danjuma, actually commended the various recipients of the award, while the managing director of the group, Captain Carodano, also gave out award to the recipient. Among the recipients is the chief accountant of the group, Pastor P.A. Adesina.
No, we've come a long way. We have reorganized the company from the scratch to what it is now. The facilities have been improved. We have renovated the port itself, rebuilt the warehouses, bought equipment, and sanitized the port. The port is a lot more efficient, and the service delivery is magnificent.
Well, now today you are doing a very great thing with your staff. You can see some awards given to them. What do you want them to do? What effort do you want them to do?
I want to motivate them to work harder. You know, you can always do better in this society. Every work you must always improve. There's always room for improvement in every service delivery. So we expect 2013 to be a better year.
Okay.
Oh yes, this is Stars Maritime Academy, our foremost private maritime institute running courses in marine engineering, marine electrical, nautical science, as well as shipping management. Our auxiliary courses are workshop technology for 3 months, mandatory course for 1 to 2 months, chief familiarization for 3 months, as well as sea training for 3 months. At Stars Maritime Academy, we groom future professionals in maritime operations with our mechanical workshop, electronics workshop, welding and fabrication workshop, updated library, computer room, sick bay, conference hall, chat room, spacious parade ground, as well as serene environment on over 70 acres of land. Admission is on now into Voyage 1, Voyage 2 and 3, as well as Voyage 4. For further inquiries, contact the registrar, Stars Maritime Academy, along Ayobo Road, Itilogun State. Telephone 005-621-2451, 006-150-9740, or 01730-0463, or 01891-3549. You can visit our website on www.starsmaritime.com or email us on info@starsmaritime.com. Stars Maritime Academy, a rising star in maritime professionalism.
The Joint Council of Seaport Truckers, JCOS, held its annual AGM meeting during the week, where she complained bitterly about the intention of the Nigerian Port Authority to slam another charges of electronic port access on all the truckers that are entering the seaport. Speaking during the occasion was the chairman of the association, who actually complained that every member of the association should ensure that come January 2013 they have an eagle eye to monitor the activity of Nigerian Port Authority, so that the issue of the various charges that is about to be slammed on truck owners is not allowed to be.
You know, it is, you see, this is our business. It is only when you don't pay more to all these unwarranted security agents that we make gain. So we want to make sure that none of our members is being harassed. So we are going to monitor them and make sure that any unnecessary law made by MPA or anybody will not affect us. So instead we should make sure our trucks are in good condition, and we have done that. So now to impose unnecessary levy on our trucks, our people will never accept that. So whether from the agency or from the police or Air Force or Navy, who are surrounding the port. So we want to make sure that our members are being protected.
This registration will carry how much? 10,000 naira a truck. 10,000. At every truck entering the port should pay 10,000. The driver driving the truck, 2,500. The motorboy, 2,500. If the owner is coming inside, 2,500. If the manager is coming, 2,500. If there is anything that will make them bring their car inside, 10,000. Renewable annually. We say, after we have our vehicle license, insurance, heavy duty permit, roadworthiness, hackney, and other things, and you are saying that we should pay extra money. Is that not extortion?
The Maritime Industry Advocacy Initiative, in conjunction with Portgist and Event on TV, will be having a one-day post-public hearing and a seminar on Custom and Excise Management Act Amendment Bill as it affects everybody in the maritime industry. Tomorrow, the 20th of December 2012. Target audience are licensed custom agents, freight forwarders, bank officials, regulatory agencies such as Standard Organization of Nigeria, NAFDAC, even bank officials and the CBNs. The Manufacturer Association of Nigerians are also expected to be at this post-public hearing. Let us all come together and review this SEMA as it affects our industry, and let us all collectively look at the inconsistencies in this SEMA amendment bill. This is how far we can go on today's episode of Portgist and Event on TV. Until next week, I will give you fresh gist as you come our way. Stay blessed.